Everyone come spawn. Let go.
Again.
So to start with, you have a Gyarados. What else do you have, Virgil? Shiny Crobat.
Crobat.
Skeletor or Skeletorage.
Again.
Got Old Mate Electivire.
Badger.
Who else? Salamence. And who is the last on your team, Virgil? Or is this the last guy? Last guy, Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime.
That is one goofy Pokemon. So, how do you think you will perform in this tournament? Going for first place? I like the confidence, Virgil. Well, thank you for the team. So, what is your name? 8-Bit, welcome, welcome. Who is on your team today? So we have Lucario. Nice. That's your Mega. Nice. We've Gardevoir. Kind of spooky. A Greninja. I like. Gliscor. Dragapult. Ooh. And Cinderace. It's a very nice team. So how do you think you'll perform in this tournament today?
Horribly.
Horribly? You know, I like the... what's the word? I like your honesty. But I think you'll do fine, man. Reverse Psychology. I know name. So you have Golurk on your team. Who else? Excalibur. Nice. Garvantula. The return of Sleepy. Or Speedy. Not sus. Nice. Ooh. I don't know the name of this guy. I think it's Quaxel. And Bomb. The return of Bomb. So, no name. How do you think you'll perform in this tournament today? And I think I'm gonna do fine if RNG doesn't F me over. That's good, man. Great to hear. Well, good luck. I'm Adopolis. On my team today, I have a Corviknight. I have my pseudo Pokemon Tyranitar. I've got my one of my hard hitters, Rhydon. I have a cheeky little Slowbro. And I have an Aurorus. And then to round it out, I have a Powdon. And I think you know what, 8-Bit? Fine, I'll use it. But with this new edition that 8-Bit has lent me for the tournament, I think I'm gonna come fourth today. I reckon I can beat someone. Told you my team. Okay, so Nyx, on his team, he has Galarian Darmanitan. He's got a Salamence. He's got an Aegislash. He has a Greninja. And Volcarona. That's only 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got one more Pokemon. Who's your last Pokemon, Nix? Grimmsnarl. So Grimmsnarl is your last Pokemon. Okay. Thank you, 8-Bit, for helping Nix. Let's get into... who's going to go first? So we'll shuffle... Keep shuffling. Stop in 3, 2, 1. Stop. So game 1, we have... What do you know? Game 1, we have Nix. So Verge is... I forgot to do that. Because Verge is a monthly champion, he's removed from round 1. So it is going to be Nix versus... Oh, God. It's going to be Nix versus Ado. Okay, it is Galvantula versus Slowbro. Galvantula uses Sticky Web as Slowbro uses Trick Room. Ado swaps out Slowbro for Aurorus, as Galvantula uses Thunder. Aurorus uses Hyper Beam and brings Galvantula to its Focus Sash as it responds with a Thunder. Aurorus is recharging and gets taken out. Corviknight is now sent out. Drill Peck takes out the Galvantula. Blaziken is out now for Nix. Slowbro comes out as Blaziken uses Blaze Kick. Blaziken uses Protect as Slowbro goes for Psychic, and the speed boost is up. Blaziken uses Thunder Punch, it takes Slowbro to 2 HP, and a Psychic takes out the chicken. Rillaboom is out now. Grassy Glide is enough to take out Slowbro. Corviknight is out again. Nix opts to Dynamax the Rillaboom, as Brave Bird does about... Ooh, after leftovers, not nearly enough. Max Overgrowth takes out the Corviknight. Things are not looking good. Tyranitar is out now. Max Overgrowth takes out the Mega Tyranitar. Hippowdon comes out. Grassy Glide takes out Hippowdon. And lastly it's Rhydon. And Rhydon goes down to a Grassy Glide. Okay, Tyranitar versus Galvantula. Tyranitar Mega Revolves. Mega Revolves and hits an Earthquake. Not quite enough. Bug Buzz is super effective, brings Tyranitar down to half, as Tyranitar takes out the Garvantula. Monkey is out now. Tyranitar is swapped out for Corviknight. Grassy Glide is not very effective on Corviknight. Monkey is swapped out for a Clefable, as a Drupec hits, leaving Clefable down 12%. Calm Mind for Clefable. The Steel Wing isn't quite enough. Flamethrower is super effective, but does not quite enough, as a Steel Wing also doesn't do quite enough. Both Pokemon or Clefable is left with about 26%, Corviknight about 30%. The Flamethrower is enough to take out Corviknight. Slowbro comes out now. Moonlight heals up Clefable, as Slowbro goes for a Trick Room. Hippowdon is out now. Moonblast hits Hippowdon to about 30%. Hippowdon goes for a Yawn. Moonblast takes out Hippowdon. Rhydon is out now. Rhydon's Earthquake does about 39%. A Moonblast is a critical hit. It leaves Rhydon with about 25%, but Clefable is asleep. Ooh. Ado predicted the switch into Rillaboom with an Ice Fang, but unfortunately I think it'll still go down. Grassy Glide is enough to take down Rhydon. Oh, yeah, Rhydon. Aurorus is out now. Grassy Glide is enough to take down Aurorus. Tyranitar back out. Grassy Glide takes out Tyranitar. And lastly is Slowbro. This is not good. And a Grassy Glide takes out the Slowbro. GG, Nix. Oh. GG. Now, it is No Name versus 8-Bit are going to battle now. Okay, up we have Quaxly's Final Evolution versus Dragapult. That is an excellent question. I do not know what type it is. I believe it is water... I want to say Water Fairy, but I might be completely wrong. Quackleville? Is that its name? Quackleville? I believe 8-Bit is doing some last minute research on what type this is. Quackleville gets swapped out for Garvantula, as Dragapult goes for a Thunderbolt. Sucker Punch super effectively hits Dragapult, but Dragapult takes out Garvantula with Dragon Darts. Dragapult has about 40% health left. In comes Ferrothorn. Dragapult uses Phantom Force as Ferrothorn goes for an Iron Head. Phantom Force hits, and Iron Head also hits, taking out the Dragapult. Cinderace is out now. Golurk is now swapped out and gets hit very low with a Pyro Ball from the Cinderace. U-turn takes out the Golurk. Lucario is out now, compared to No Name's... What will No Name bring out? No Name brings out Salazzle. Lucario gets swapped out for Greninja. A Flamethrower isn't very effective, doing about 30% of health to Greninja. Greninja changed into a Water type and takes out the Salazzle with a Hydro Pump. Ferrothorn is back out again. A Hydro Pump is a critical hit, bringing out Baxcalibur. Hydro Pump isn't quite enough, but Glaive Rush takes out the Greninja. Gardevoir is out now. Moonblast takes out Baxcalibur. Out comes Quaquaval. And Moonblast takes out Quaquaval. So 8-Bit, I believe, takes game 1. Dragapult out versus Garvantula. Garvantula goes for a Sucker Punch, doing about 30%. As Dragapult goes for Dragon Darts and takes out Garvantula in the 1 minute. Baxcalibur is out now versus Dragapult. Dragon Darts takes out Baxcalibur. Dragapult's about 40%. Salazzle comes out. Phantom Force as Salazzle misses a Flamethrower. Phantom Force hits Salazzle, taking it out. Things are not looking too good for No Name. Quaquaval comes out now. Dragon Darts takes out the Quaquaval, but Dragapult's at about 20% health. Ferrothorn is now out. Dragon Darts does about... leaves Ferrothorn with about 63% health, as it then uses Ingrain to restore. Dragapult uses Dragon Dance, as Ferrothorn uses Iron Head and takes it out. In comes Cinderace. Cinderace takes out the Ferrothorn with a Pyro Ball. And now Golurk is out. Pyro Ball nearly takes out Golurk, left with 9, but an Earthquake counter takes out the Cinderace. And now Greninja. Greninja takes out the Golurk. No Name and I will verse now. And then we will, whoever wins out of No Name and I will go, or whoever loses will come last. And whoever wins will get put into the final 4, and then we'll do the Wheel of Fortune, and then in the final 4, Verge is added in there. Okay, it's Garvantula versus Rhydon. Sucker Punch does a little bit to Rhydon as Earthquake takes out Garvantula. Quaquaval out now. Edo swaps out Rhydon for Slowbro as an Aqua Step doesn't do too much damage. Quaquaval uses Work Up as Slowbro uses Trick Room. A Psychic is super effective against Quaquavel. Ferrothorn is out now.
Badger.
Ferrothorn misses a Power Whip as Slowbro hits a Yawn. Corviknight is swapped out for Slowbro. Power Whip isn't very effective on Corviknight, however Ferrothorn goes to sleep. Ferrothorn is sleeping, Drill Peck
Badger.
does about 30% as Corviknight's hurt by iron bars, I believe that was. Another Drill Peck hurts Corviknight, and Ferrothorn is still sleeping. The third Drill Peck hurts Corviknight as Ferrothorn is still asleep. And Corviknight takes out Ferrothorn with
Badger.
about a little bit under half health remaining. So Lazzle is out now. Corviknight gets swapped out for Slowbro. A Flamethrower isn't very effective.
Badger.
Golurk comes out for Salazzle. Slowbro hits a Water Pulse. It's super effective, but it doesn't do enough damage as a Phantom Force now happens. Tyranitar is swapped out. Phantom Force isn't very effective. Tyranitar uses Crunch and takes out the Golurk. Excalibur is out now. Earthquake doesn't do enough, as Glaive Rush does a little bit. Aurorus comes out now.
Badger.
Glaive Rush does about half damage. Salazzle comes out on an Ice Beam, which isn't very effective.
Badger.
Slowbro is now swapped out. As, what was that? I believe it used Sword Stance for some time. Nasty Blow. Venoshock takes out Slowbro. Hippowdon's out.
Badger.
Venoshock isn't very effective on Hippowdon, as an Earthquake takes out Salazzle.
Badger.
Glaive Rush nearly takes out Hippowdon, as Hippowdon uses a Yawn. Glaive Rush takes out Hippowdon. Corviknight's back out.
Badger.
The Steel Wing is enough to take out Baxcalibur. Okay, so Garvantula versus Aurorus now. Sticky Web underneath Aurorus' feet as an Ice Beam takes it down to about 25%. Fury Cutter doesn't do a whole lot of damage as Ice Beam takes out Garvantula. Salazzle out now. Aurorus is swapped out for Slowbro, as a Flamethrower does not very effective damage. The Venoshock leaves Slowbro with about 40% as a Trick Room is set up. Not Sus has been withdrawn for Ferrothorn, as a Water Pulse does little to no damage. Slowbro uses Yawn, as Ferrothorn goes for a move that missed. It is not looking too good for No Name with this RNG. The Psychic is a critical hit, and a Power Whip takes it out. I just remembered Ferrothorn is Grass type. Aurorus now comes out. Ferrothorn is sleeping as an Earth Power takes Ferrothorn to about 23%. Another Earth Power takes out Ferrothorn. Golurk comes out.
Red, badger.
Earthquake is super effective. And an Ice Beam takes out Golurk, but Aurorus is at very low health. Salazzle now comes out. A Flamethrower takes out Aurorus. Tyranitar's out now. Tyranitar Mega Evolves. Salazzle uses Venom Drench, and an Earthquake takes out Salazzle. Quaquavel is out now. Corviknight comes out now. Close Combat does a bit, about 45%.
Red, badger.
Cool Frog, the Baxcalibur, is swapped out. Icicle Crash doesn't do quite enough, as Steel Wing leaves Baxcalibur with what has to be 1 HP and gets taken out.
Badger.
Quaquavel comes out now. Quaquavel takes out Corviknight. Tyranitar comes out. Quaquavel uses Aqua Step, brings Tyranitar just under half,
Red, badger.
as Tyranitar misses a Stone Edge.
Red, badger.
I think I might. Yeah. Aqua Step takes out Tyranitar. Rhydon is out now. Close combat is super effective, but an Earthquake takes out Quaquavel.
Red.
So now, first game of round 2 is going to be... Oh, for God's sake. It's going to be Ado is going to verse...
Red, badger.
Ado is going to verse Virgil. Okay, Hippowdon versus Mr. Mime. I am.
Hold on, I need to Google this. I already forgot what
Red, badger.
Mr. Mime uses Reflect as Hippowdon uses a Yawn. Mr. Mime uses a Light Screen as Hippowdon uses Crunch.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Mime has gone to sleep.
Red, badger.
Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime.
Hippowdon uses Crunch and does a lot more damage than what I was actually...
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
think it might have been a crit, but Reflect is also still up.
Survive.
Crunch takes out Mr.
Red,
Mime.
red, butter.
I am okay with that.
Gyarados comes out now. Hippowdon is withdrawn for Slowbro as an Aqua Tail hits Slowbro.
I'm okay with that.
Dragon Dance by Gyarados as a Trick Room is set up.
Uh-oh.
Slowbro uses Yawn as Gyarados uses Crunch. Slowbro is swapped out for Corviknight and Gyarados is swapped out for Electivire. That was cheeky, man. You read my read. Rhydon is swapped out for Corviknight.
It's so bad now. Anyway.
I should have seen this coming, but Gyarados is swapped out. Corviknight comes out again, as Dragonite goes for another Dragon Dance. Aqua Tail does about 50%, Steel Wing does about 15% after leftovers. Aqua Tail takes out Corviknight. Slowbro comes back out.
Alright.
Dragon Dance from Gyarados as Slowbro uses Trick Room.
That wear off at some point and you just put it back on.
Yes.
Red, red, butter.
Slowbro uses Yawn as Gyarados uses Crunch.
I knew I should
Aurorus comes out. Rock Steel. Oh, Rock Ice, sorry. Gyarados is swapped out for Electivire. Electivire gets hit with about 30%. Aurorus uses Earth Power and takes out Electivire. Ruh-roh.
Red, red, butter.
Gyarados is back out. An Ancient Power does about 40% as the Trick Room wears off. Aqua Tail is super effective against Aurorus.
I thought that guy was probably gonna ruin me. I'm like, alright.
Red, red, butter.
Tyranitar comes out now.
Tiki Tita. I fear. Yeah.
Gyarados Dynamaxes as Tyranitar Mega Evolves, but Tyranitar gets taken out. I had a feeling that would happen. Max Geyser takes out Hippowdon that comes out. Now lastly, it is Rhydon versus Gyarados. And Max Geyser takes out Rhydon. I believe what I did. Oh! Tyranitar versus Gyarados. Tyranitar swapped out for Slowbro as a Dragon Dance is used. Crunch hits Slowbro to about 30% as a Yawn hits Gyarados.
Is
Corviknight comes out now, and so does Electivire.
I have an idea.
Corviknight is swapped out for Hippowdon, as Electivire uses Brick Break.
Mr. Mime.
Oh, I just realized what you're gonna do.
Red, badger.
It did do something. Oh, Hippowdon is about at 80% health. Brick Break again brings Hippowdon to about 60, as an Earthquake takes out Electivire. Mr. Mime comes out now.
Mr.
Mr.
Mime.
Mime sets up a Reflect, as
Red,
Hippowdon
badger.
uses Crunch. Dazzling Gleam isn't quite enough to take out Hippowdon, as Hippowdon goes for a Yawn. Dazzling Gleam takes out Hippowdon. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of spooked. It worked now? Okay. Tyranitar is out now. Tyranitar is Mega Evolving. Don't think so. Tyranitar uses Crunch. And Mr. Mime tanks it quite well. Mr. Mime is still sleeping as a Stone Edge takes out Mr. Mime. Reflect is gone. Gyarados is out now. Gyarados Mega Evolves as Max Geyser doesn't quite take out Tyranitar. And a Stone Edge almost takes out Gyarados. I'll do this again. This is going to go here. This is going to not hit. And then I'll come out to this.
Red, badger.
That's my plan. Max Geyser takes out Tyranitar. Aurorus comes out now. Gyarados uses Max Geyser and takes out Aurorus. Well, my plan was to use H and Power.
Red, badger.
Corviknight comes out now. Aqua Tail nearly takes out Corviknight, as a Drill Pet takes out Gyarados. Scaly Dridge is out now. Corviknight uses Brave Bird and takes recoil damage. Slowbro out now.
Red, badger.
Shadow Ball has taken out Slowbro. Now it's Rhydon. Have you been using multiple leftovers? Verge. I'll allow it just because you're battling me, but next, if you win, you gotta take him off.
Red, badger.
If you beat me, you need to take him off for the next battle. Rhydon takes out Skeledridge with an Earthquake. Salamence comes out now.
Red, badger.
Don't worry, I still don't think I'm going to win this.
A Dragon Claw nearly takes out Rhydon, as Ice Fang tanks out Salamence.
How many Pokemon do you get left?
Crobat is the last one out. I've got one left. You've got one as well?
Rhydon?
No, Rhydon's my last.
Red, Badger.
Okay. But you know,
The next game is 8-Bit versus Nyx. The loser of that will verse... Who are they going to verse? The loser of that will verse me for 3rd place. And the winner will verse Verge for 1st. So, Dragapult and Galvantula are out. Dragapult uses Dragon Darts, takes out Galvantula. Clefable comes out now. Phantom Force is used. There's a bit of banter going on as well. Clefable uses Carmine. Phantom Force hits, leaving Clefable with about health, but a Moonlight heals up Clefable all the way back to full. Dragapult has been withdrawn for Lucario as a Moonblast hits very hard on the switching, leaving Lucario with 25%. Mega Evolved Lucario, using Meteor Mash, takes out the Clefable. Look at that beast of a mon. Look at that, that's so sick. Blaziken is out now. Blaziken uses Protect, as Lucario uses Extreme Speed. Blaziken's Speed Boost increases its speed. Lucario uses Extreme Speed, getting Blaziken to half as Blaziken responds with a Blaze Kick, taking it out. Greninja is out now. Blaziken uses Protect, as Water Shuriken hits through Protect, apparently. Did I read that right? Rillaboom versus Greninja. Oh, it hit twice. Okay. Water Shuriken leaves Rillaboom with about 65% health, as Grassy Glide takes out the Greninja. Cinderace comes out now for 8-Bit. Cinderace takes out Rillaboom. Arable doesn't do much to Dracovish that is now into the battle. Vicious Rend takes out the Cinderace. Oh, Rillaboom lives. My bad. Dragapult is now back out on the field. Dragon Darts take out the Dracovish. Rillaboom's back out. Dragon Darts take out the Rillaboom. Salamence is out now. And Dragon Darts take out the Salamence. Dragapult versus Clefable. Dragapult has been withdrawn for Gardevoir. as Clefable uses Calm Mind. Gardevoir uses Psychic as... Oh, I missed... Psychic and Flamethrowers are being traded back and forth. Gardevoir's at about 40% health. Clefable went down to low health but then healed itself back up with Moonlight. Another Psychic brings Clefable down a bit low. Gardevoir is in the red due to Flamethrowers. Psychic takes Clefable down to about 20% health, but a Moonlight heals it up to about 75. Clefable is down to about half as Gardevoir gets taken out. Lucario's out now. Mega Lucario takes out the Clefable with a Meteor Mash. There's that awesome Mega Lucario. Garvantula comes out. Extreme speed from Lucario leaves Garvantula in the red as Garvantula sets up a sticky web. Another extreme speed from Lucario takes out Garvantula. Blaziken comes out now. Blaziken uses Protect. Oh no. Lucario uses Swords Dance. Blaziken uses Protect, I think. I think that's what happened. Let's see. Lucario uses Extreme Speed and takes out the Blaziken. Salamence comes out now for Nyx. Mega Salamence now and hits an Earthquake, taking out Lucario. Dragapult comes out now. Dragapult is swapped out for Gliscor as Gliscor's Toxic Orb poisons it. Dragon Dance increases the attack and speed of Salamence as Gliscor uses Facade and gets healed up with its Toxic Skin ability. Salamence uses Return, taking out Gliscor. Cinderace is now pulled out. Salamence uses Earthquake, taking out the Cinderace in one move. Greninja now comes out. Water Shuriken hits. 2 critical hits in one. And it hit 5 times. The Salamence uses a return and takes out the Greninja. Dragapult is out now. Salamence versus Lucario out first. Both Pokemon decide to Mega. Lucario uses Extreme Speed. As Salamence uses Fire Blast. extreme speed brings Salamence to about 40% health. The Salamence goes for a Dragon Dance. Another extreme speed barely doesn't kill, as Salamence goes for a return, taking out the Mega Lucario. Greninja is out now. Salamence is swapped out for Rillaboom. Rillaboom gets hit with another 5-turn Water Shuriken, leaving it with about 60% health remaining. Rillaboom uses U-turn on the incoming Cinderace to swap into Blaziken. Cinderace turns into a poison type with Gunk Shot and takes out the Blaziken as it gets hit with a move that I forgot to read. But Cinderace is low. Cinderace swaps into a fire type, uses Pyro Ball. Focus Sash helps Nyx to set up a Sticky Web. Cinderace is taken out by a Thunder from Garvantula. Gardevoir is now out. Gardevoir uses Moonblast to take out that pesky little Garvantula. Clefable comes out now. Gardevoir uses Moonblast as Clefable uses Carmine. Gardevoir uses another Moonblast, leaving Clefable with about 30%. As Clefable goes for another Carmine. Clefable is swapped out for Rillaboom, and Rillaboom dies on impact. Clefable comes straight back out. And Clefable is taken out by Moonblast from Gardevoir. Dracovish comes out now. Moonblast takes out the remaining Pokemon on Nyx's team, which means it's 8-Bit versus Verge in the final. Okay, start of the battle. Start of the battle, Mega Lucario takes out Mr. Mime. Crobat comes out now. Meteor Mash takes out Crobat in one shot. Electivire comes out now. A close combat takes out Electivire. This Mega Lucario has already taken out 3 Pokemon. Skeledirge comes out now. Close combat doesn't affect Skeledirge, as a Torch Song nearly takes out the Lucario. Meteor Mash isn't very effective, and a Torch Song finally takes out the Mega Lucario. Greninja comes out now. Skeledirge is withdrawn for Gyarados, as Greninja uses Hydro Pump, which leaves Gyarados with about 67%. Gliscor comes out now, as Gyarados uses Dragon Dance. Gliscor is poisoned with its Toxic. Gyarados Mega Evolves, and... oh, my bad. Gyarados Dynamaxes after it gets hit with a Facade and takes out Gliscor with Max Geyser. Greninja now comes out, Greninja's Water Shuriken hit 5 times. The RNG gods are on your side today, 8-bit. However, Gyarados takes out Greninja. Dragapult now comes out. Dragon Darts take out the Gyarados. Skeleldridge comes back out. Phantom Force used by Dragapult.
I don't know what a skill is.
Salamence is swapped out for Skeleldridge, as a Phantom Force leaves Salamence in the red. Salamence gets swapped out for Skeleldridge, which gets taken out by Dragapult. Salamence back out, and 8-bit takes out the Salamence, taking game 1. Skeleldridge versus Lucario. Lucario is swapped out for Gliscor, as Skeleldridge uses Torch Song.
Mr. Mime.
Earthquake nearly takes out Skeleldridge, as an Overheat takes out the Gliscor. Greninja is out now. Greninja takes out the Skeleldridge. Electivire out now. Greninja gets swapped out for Cinderace as Electivire goes for a Thunder Wave. Verge playing the long bowl game. Hello? Electivire goes for Thunderbolt, leaving Cinderace with about 60% health, as a Pyro Ball misses Electivire. Another Thunderbolt brings Cinderace into the red, as Cinderace is paralyzed and it can't move. The third Thunderbolt takes out the Cinderace. Lucario comes back out now. Lucario Mega Evolves and uses Close Combat to take out the Electivire. Salamence comes out now.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Salamence Mega Evolves. Meteor Mash brings Salamence to about 35% health, as Max Airstream takes out the Mega Lucario. Gardevoir comes out now, and a Moonblast takes down the Salamence. Crobat comes out. Moonblast does about 40% to Crobat's health, as Crobat confuses Gardevoir, hits itself in confusion, and then gets taken out by Cross Poison. Dragapult is now out. Dragon Darts take out Verge's Crobat. Mr. Mime versus Dragapult.
Mr. Mime.
Dragapult uses Phantom Force.
Mr. Mime.
Phantom Force takes out Mr. Mime. Gyarados comes out now. And Gyarados gets taken out with Dragon Darts.
Well done.
Which means we have a new monthly champion.
Yes, we do.
So, congratulations, 8-bit. Is there anything you'd like to say? Never had high expectations. But look where you are. You've made it. So, let me go pick these up for you two. We have Mr. 8-Bit. Congratulations on first place. There is your prize. Mr. Virgipoo. Here is your prize. I can't throw it that high. Did you get it?
I did, mate. Thank
Don't
you.
put them down in spawn. Or you can, because you can pick it up.
That's funny.
But congratulations, fellas. Big congratulations to 8-Bit for first place, for Virgil for second, and Nix for third place. Thanks everybody for coming through today's tournament, and I'll see you next month. Goodbye, everybody.
Next month time.